Cute, cute as a cupcake. Where the cupcakes are more than just cute, they're delicious. Get by Cute as a Cupcake at 2008 West 81st in Maryville, Indiana. Or if you want cupcakes delivered directly to your door, coast to coast, www.cuteasacupcake3.com. Again, that's www.cuteasacupcake3.com for cupcakes delivered directly to your door. Where the cupcakes are more than just cute, they're delicious. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I am your host, Kevin King. He is I, and I am him, the 800 Credit Score Man himself. And once again, thank each and every one of you for coming in and listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I truly appreciate it. Happy Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. Tomorrow is Easter. Happy Easter to everybody. Thank you for coming in and listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. Again, I truly appreciate it. Make sure you guys get those Easter cupcakes over at Cute as a Cupcake if you're in the Maryville or Northwest Indiana area, 2008 West 81st in Maryville. You get by there and check out those cupcakes. Also, this weekend and maybe even throughout the week, if you go to figures.com, yes, that's figures, FIGGERS.com, earbuds are 15% off, so you make sure you get by Figures as well, www.figures.com. Take your chances. When they say, hey, do you have any other codes or whatnot, credit score as one word is my code at Figures. You can get an additional discount by using credit score. And if it's not earbuds that you're looking for, you're interested in, they have phones, of course. I personally have the F3, but they have TVs and wireless speakers and all kinds of things that you need for all of your communication needs. So you guys get by www.figures.com. And of course, again, credit score is my code there as one word. All right. So let me do a couple of announcements right quick before we get into today's show. Jumpstarting Your Credit is the title of the show, right? So I'm going to tell you about jumpstarting your credit and what you need to do if you find yourself stagnant. You can't get over the hump, whether that's coming from, a 689 to, making it to that 700 mark, or if you're at 725, you can't seem to get to 750, or who knows? Maybe you're at 795 and you need to get to 800. That's what we're going to talk about today on the 800 Credit Score Man Show. Announcement. It's April, the month of April, right? Because of COVID, we were given the opportunity to check our credit reports every week by the government when they did their package before. So you want to go to www.annualcreditreport.com, www.annualcreditreport.com. That's where you want to go to check your credit reports, all three: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So make sure you go there and check your credit reports. The month of April is the last month we get to do so on a weekly basis. So you can check your credit report every week. Is it necessary to do that? Most of the time it's probably not, right? You don't get a credit score, but you get to see your actual report there. So I was talking to somebody and their credit scores were really in line on two of their credit reports, but one of them was almost 100 points lower than the other two. So my suggestion to them was what? Go to www.annualcreditreport.com, pull all three of your credit reports and take a look at them and contrast and compare them, because there's something missing on that one that's lower. Maybe it's a very good account. Could be your automobile, could be your Amex, could be anything that's missing from it. And if it is missing, then hit me back and we'll talk about how you're supposed to get that also placed on your credit report so it can make that score jump. Or, God forbid, maybe it's a negative on that particular credit report that should or shouldn't be there. And then that's another thing we need to check out and take a look at. So you guys go to www.annualcreditreport. Do it today. Matter of fact, just do it today. go ahead, pull all three of those credit bureaus. You can save them to a PDF file. You can print them out if you want to. But www.annualcreditreport.com. This is the last month to be able to do so every week if you like. And then after that, it's probably going to revert back to you can check your credit report once every 12 months. And that's on a rolling basis. So you can check your Experian once every 12 months for free here. You can check it once for TransUnion every 12 months on a rolling basis. So not a calendar basis, January to December. And then same thing with the last credit bureau as well. So www.annualcreditreport.com is where you want to go, and just do it today. Go ahead, get it out of the way. Do it today. Pull that credit report. If you're feeling bad about what you think is on there, don't look at it. Just go sign in and pull it, save it, put it in that PDF or whatever, and look at it later. Don't let it ruin your beautiful weekend, especially if you're somewhere where the weather is great. So that's the information I wanted to give you guys about that on today, about the credit report when it comes to www.annualcreditreport.com. And so what else are we going to talk about today on today's show? Again, we're going to talk about jumpstarting your credit. Now, let me get these birthday shout outs right quick. Tyler and Taylor Bailey celebrate their birthday. The twins, happy birthday to you guys. I think it was yesterday. So happy birthday to you guys. Chelsea Whittington, C-Wit, she celebrated her birthday on the 30th of the month. So happy birthday to you, Chelsea. Bryant Denson, happy birthday to you, Noonie. Celebrated his birthday on the 31st. Happy birthday to you, Noonie. I want to give a big shout out to one of my Sans, the finest five alive, Andre Horton, DDS. If you are in the Indianapolis area, you need to check out Andre Horton to get your teeth in line and in order. Mouth health is very important. It does lead to the rest of your body. So Andre Horton, Andrey Horton, DDS, in Indianapolis, Indiana. My main man Keith Cates on April Fool's Day birthday. Happy birthday to you, Keith Cates. Another KK. When we get together, man, it's double trouble. So happy birthday to you, Keith Cates. Herschel Frierson, you guys, this is a man to know. If there's a list of men that are mentors and do the right thing to help others out and all those kinds of things when it comes to accounting especially, Herschel Frierson is that person. So happy birthday to you, Herschel. And my club, the 10, Marv Patterson, is celebrating his birthday coming up this week. So happy birthday to you, club. Great man of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated and the Alpha chapter in particular. So that's what we got for that. All right, let's get to it, you guys. Let's get to this. Now, when you talk about jumpstarting your credit, people with, those stagnant credit scores, and it just doesn't seem to be moving, the first thing, listen to this. The closer you get to those different milestones, the more difficult it appears to be to make that leap from good to excellent credit. I think I'm actually going to start calling it great credit. So going from good to great. So if you're at a 730, which is good credit, it's very good credit, and excellent starts at 750, it's hard to secure those last 20 points. It just is. Time is typically what you need in most cases. So same thing if you're at that, like I mentioned at the beginning, if you're at a 795 and you're looking to get to 800, it could take some months for you to do so. That 795, I swear it creeps up. I've seen it time and time again. Well, the next month you'll get 2 points. The month after that you'll get 1 point. Then the third point you'll get another point. Seems as though they don't want to give you that 800. So time again is your best friend when it comes to that. So the more time, the better. The more time, the better. So keep that in mind. Excellent credit or great credit is great credit, period. All right? So it doesn't matter. I want you to keep that in mind. Great credit is great credit. So you're not going to get a better interest rate because you have an 802 versus having a 755. Same great rates for that same great credit score. You're not going to get a better deal Let's say, for example, um, a store is running 12 months no interest, but because you have an 800 plus score, you're going to get 18 months no interest. That's really not how it works. It's the same. You get the same thing for everybody. So at the same time, so you can have that great score of 800, and you can also actually get turned down as well, even though you have that great score in certain places. It's not the only factor when it comes to credit decisions. It may be the first factor that most credit places look at. They're going to look at, hey, what's this credit score? Do we even need to bother dealing with anything else that's on the application? So it may be the first thing that they look at, but it's actually not the only thing that they look at. So just because you have 810 and you want a Bentley, if you don't have Bentley money, you will be denied. So the score is not the only thing, but it is the first thing typically that lenders look at when they start to decide if they're going to give you some credit or not. So again, time is on your side. Sometimes you just got to wait it out. That score keep going as long as you keep doing what you're supposed to do. Everything you did to get to that great score, keep doing that, and eventually it'll pop for you. All right. But we're going to go through some things today for people that might help you jumpstart and get there. I'm not going to say quicker, but eventually get there. All right. That's what we're going to do today. So those with established credit, people with established credit, these people that have like the 795s, like I spoke about, they do have established credit, right? So people with established credit, let's see, but you've paid down your credit card debt and you hardly ever use them. Use them. That is going to be helpful for your score. Use them. I know it seems maybe backwards a little bit, but you want to go ahead and use them, especially if you haven't used them in quite a long time. Go ahead and use those cards. Not only so that the credit card company doesn't go ahead and close your card, but also because of this in itself. So go ahead and use them, and you don't have to use all of them. Just use one card. You got one card. It's got zero balance. Maybe you got 4 cards total. They all have zero balances. You have paid that credit card debt down, right? You are out of credit card debt. You don't have to use all of them. Use one of the cards. Just take one card. As a matter of fact, take the one card that has the zero balance and that has the highest limit. So we don't have to worry about any kind of credit utilization at all. Take the one that has the highest limit, has that zero balance, and charge 75 to $100 on it. The next month, when the bill comes, when the bill comes, when the bill comes, you heard me say that, right? Not pay it soon as you go ahead and charge that 75 to $100. But when the bill comes, pay half. Go ahead and pay half on that. Will you incur some interest? Yes, a little bit of interest, right? Off $100. You might incur some interest, but pay half. And then when the bill comes the next month, go ahead and pay it off if you want to. Go ahead and do that. Now, I give this trick or tip, if you will, because this is how I personally leaped to over 800. And that was some 7-8 years ago. And I haven't looked back since. So I leaped over 800 by using this tactic and technique. All right. So you guys do that. And let me just pause right here too on that. If you are in, Facebook groups or whatever it is, or just on Facebook period or Instagram or whatever platform it is, and people are giving quote unquote credit advice, and they come with the one thing that they know about credit because that one thing worked for them. That's not the be all to end all, and that's not necessarily the person that you want to put all your eggs in a basket and listen to. It's not a one trick pony. It's not only one factor that helps you with your credit. There are many, many factors, and many different things that you can do to help improve your credit. So just take those kinds of individuals and that advice with a grain of salt, and then go look for yourself and look for other options that you have to help increase your credit score. It's not a one shot takes all. All right, on that. Okay, so make sure you do that. All right, so those are some of the things that you want to do. You want to go ahead, get that, charge it a little bit, and